Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man Kelly T with I Am Financial Group. You are now tuned in to IMFG Good Money Mondays, Good Money Mondays, Good Money Mondays, Good Money Mondays. Woo! Oh man, I'm so excited today. I have Queen Moline on the scene. So, of course, you heard me say her name, but I'm gonna let her do her own introduction today. Queen Moline, let them know if they don't know already a little bit about you.
Hello, everyone. I am Moline, the founder of health and wellness brand Peculiar People Holistic, where peculiar people shop holistically.
First question I have for you, Moline, is how did Peculiar People Holistic turn from an idea into a business? And what inspired you to start Peculiar People Holistic?
The way Peculiar People Holistic turns from an idea into a business is during the pandemic in 2020 when COVID happened. I always say to people, COVID didn't happen to me. COVID happened for me.
Mm.
So when COVID was on the scene, nobody knew what it was. COVID was like the death sentence. And everybody that got COVID, of course, based on the news, based on the things that we were hearing, and based on people actually dying, you thought once you get it, you're going to die. So one of my family members, my sister, she got COVID. And because the news and everybody else around us, it was a scare tactic. She didn't want to tell no one that she got COVID because she didn't want to worry the family. And having a relationship with God, that's why it's so important, because she kept hearing God say, go to your sister, which is like, come to me. But
Yeah.
she didn't understand why. So she heard it the second time, like, go to your sister. And then she's ignoring it. You know how you hear something, you're like, nah, that's just me. If it really was you, you wouldn't be ignoring it when it came again.
Exactly.
So she heard it the
What's in
third
mind?
time.
Mm-hmm.
So she heard it the third time. And this time she's like, okay, I'm just going to go to my sister. Let me let her know that I have COVID. I didn't want to tell the family. I'm just going to go to my sister. So I was working for corporate America. Of course, we all got sent to work from home. And she called me and asked, was I available? I'm like, yes, of course, I'm available. I'm working from home. As soon as she came in the house, she was like, don't come close. Don't come close. This is the reason why I came to you, because I kept hearing God tell me to come to you because I have COVID. When she said that, there was an ounce of fear in my body.
Wow.
It's like I knew what to do. And I was like, oh, okay, you got COVID. Now we need to detox and flush your body out, and don't take no over the counter cough syrup, cough medicine. We need to create a natural cough syrup, and you need to take some healthy products, basically natural products, to get this COVID out of your system. So she
Mm-hmm.
started doing that and was getting better within like a week or so versus what they were reporting on the news. So from there, when I saw how quick that she was recovering, she was getting better, I said to myself, I need to find a way to create a business and put certain products online that people know are available for their use instead of like using over the counter things. So that's how it started. Sister got
Awesome.
COVID
Wow.
and decided to create a business out of that.
There's a reason for the season. Yes, yes, yes. There was a purpose. And I was taking notes. I don't know if you can notice, but I was actually just taking notes of the story there. It didn't happen. COVID didn't happen to me. It happened for me. I,
Yes.
yeah, I put that quote down. All right. I love that. I love that one. Now, what inspired the name Peculiar People Holistic for your company?
Now, I never started a business before, especially an online business. So I'm like, okay, what would I name it? And being a daughter of the word, like studying the word of God, certain things that stick out to me in the Bible, I try to place it in little areas of my life. It's either my username, or it's something that I'll probably put on a sticky note and put it on my wall. So the name Peculiar, I read it somewhere in the Bible, and my Wi-Fi name was Peculiar. So
Mm.
now I'm working from home and my Wi-Fi started acting up. But before then, I remember asking the Lord, like, I want to start a business. Like, what should I name it? And then I just left it alone. So it's probably like the next day now. I'm working, my Wi-Fi started acting up. And I'm like, okay, of course, when the Wi-Fi have to be turning on, turn it back on, turn it off and turn it back on, and it's
Yeah.
back. But now all of a sudden the Wi-Fi name Peculiar, it's sticking out to me. Because sometimes when you have words and phrases and little things all around you, you don't pay attention to it no more because it's always there. So now when I got the Wi-Fi to work, it stuck out to me. And I was like, Peculiar. And I was like, I know that came from the Bible, but where in the Bible? So now I had to go back to the word and to remember the word and why I specifically chose that name peculiar as my Wi-Fi name. So peculiar in Deuteronomy 14:2, where it says, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord had chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that is upon the earth. And I said, that's it. Peculiar people. And I just added holistic behind it.
Wow, I felt that. I got goosebumps. Deuteronomy 14:2. And the message, because my mind works in rhymes. So as you were saying, the peculiar word kept coming to you. And the rhyme that came to me is don't be blind to the signs. For sure.
That's
That's it right there. The next thing I have for you is, how has your brand evolved since you started?
Ooh. When I tell you, when people I've interviewed before and I've had a question was like, what was the toughest thing, in business, or however the question is worded. And like you're saying, how have my brand evolved? Of course, it grew.
Yeah.
But one of the hardest challenges that I had to experience in that evolution is one, quitting my job and me no longer like working to catch up, like me no longer working so the business can grow. Now I have to catch up with the business because it evolved. So it's like I was not prepared for the growth that came with starting the brand. I was just thinking I'm starting a side hustle. And I said to the Lord, if it is your will, bless it. If not, I know you'll have something else. And it didn't even take a year. Within a couple months, the Lord breathed on Peculiar People Holistic. And at that time, don't forget, we're in COVID now. So everybody's home, everybody's on their phone. The business went viral. So the business went viral because of a post. And that's where it evolved from. Now it's no longer like me working to build the business. Now I have to catch up with the business. So it's like, you got to catch up with me. And it's like, I in my spirit, I hear God saying, you thought you was waiting on me, but I was waiting on you all this time.
Ooh. I'm gonna pass the offering plate for you today, because your words hit me like bam, 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 bam.
You wasn't waiting on me. Ooh. I was waiting on you.
And I don't know if this is, maybe, I believe it's Pastor Miles Monroe, but it was the whole thing with like, you'll be provided with the vision and God will provide the provision. You don't worry about how it's going to be done. Just get to taking the steps, man. Like, I'm serious. I'm about to pass the offering plate. Seriously, listen, everybody who's listening to this right now, because that's a word right there. That's a great word. I felt. My next question would be, what were some of your first revenue generating strategies? I know you mentioned going viral. So let me backtrack real quick. I did have a question about that. So when you say you went viral, was it off of someone reposting something that you have done, or is it off of viral video that you created? Was that a part of your marketing strategy?
So in 2020, we wasn't doing the reposting where the reels were popular. We still was like, when there wasn't a carousels, it was just like one post, like if they see it, and it wasn't like you had to get a certain amount of views for people to see your post. So it was the same. You post this in the morning. As soon as you come on Instagram, you're going to see my morning post. So I was posting strategically 3 times a day. In the morning, when people get up and they're about to go to work, I'm like, okay, people that are on social media a lot, when they wake up in the morning, before they go to the bathroom, they'll probably stroll. So when I want one of the posts that they see early in the morning is a post from me. So now, if they're on their lunch break, when they go on their lunch break, they're checking social media. I want the second post that they see when they're on like a break is a post for me during lunch. And then now the evening comes. So during the evening, we're always on our phone. So I was strategically posting morning, noon, evening, morning, noon, and night, strategically. So I was doing that consistently. And then I remember I got a post idea. I got an idea in regards to, I think the title of the post, like how men cause vaginal odor in women, it was a very controversial. So it was like women and men
going at it in the comments.
Yes. So I learned, because one thing about me, I learned from people that have gone ahead of me. So now I started this business. I have the business name. Now I'm learning to learn from people who already have done this. So I brought a program from someone that's in e-commerce that had an online business. So I'm saying to myself, it was just $20. It was a $20 program. And that person, one of the key things that they said, I already had the business, I'm posting 3 times a day. And they said, borrow other people's audience. Borrow other people's audience. Like, gone are the days where you have to give your business card. You have to say, this is what I do. So we are in the social media era. Somebody with a larger following has your customers. They have your people. So borrow other people's audience. So I used to connect with blogs to say, hey, can you repost my video? Hey, can you repost this? And I remember it was an upcoming blog, and they were in promotion for Black businesses, and they reposted, the content. And they was messaging me probably like 3 or 4 days after. They're like, we're going viral. And I didn't understand what that mean at that time. I was just like, okay. And then the post kept getting traction. Then I see my followers going to 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 11,000. And bigger blogs was picking it up, like Spiritual Word picked up the post, and more people were following the page, and orders were coming in. So now it's just me. I have these 100 of orders. I have to keep up with the business. The business no longer has to keep up with me.
Wow. Beautiful. So now it's just about that. And that's when everything changed, when you quit the job and you had to catch up with the business to fulfill your orders, to fulfill your
I didn't even quit the job yet, because I said to myself, I like, the business grew. I'm just going to be as humble as possible. I'm going to keep working. Nobody's not going to know what I have going on. I'm just going to stay working and stay home, because the job is security. I come from corporate America. I never see nobody do what I started in my family. The only reason I quit my job was because I heard the Lord say, quit your job. And when I heard that, I was like, nah, that can't be God. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way. You alive.
Ain't no way. So I sat on it. I went back to work the next day. I heard it again. Quit your job. And when I went back to work the next day, I now started to feel the conviction of working. Now working started to feel dirty, like I was doing something wrong. Second time I heard, I'm like, nah, that can't be God. So went back to work the third day. Now the third day, the conviction was even stronger. And I said to myself, I know this is God now, because it can't be me, because the way I'm feeling, I'm not going to purposely make myself feel convicted like that. That's how you know it's God and it's not you. When you want to do something,
trying to resist it.
Yes, it's the resistance, it's a fight. So the third day, I remember I was in my apartment. I got on my knees. I was in the middle of my apartment. I said, God, if this is you telling me to quit my job, you have to promise me that you're going to take care of me on this entrepreneurship journey, because I never saw anyone in my family do what I'm about to do. And I never saw anyone take this type of risk. I said, working a job is all I know. All I know is a paycheck. It's to have a 9 to 5. I don't know how to depend on something that I built. So if this is you telling me to quit my job, promise me that you are going to take care of me. And I remember I went back to my computer. I wrote my manager and I said, I quit. And I can tell you, 5 years later, we're in 2025, God's been faithful.
The next question I have for you is, where do you envision Peculiar People Holistics going in the next, let's say, 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 to 10 years, my vision is seeing Peculiar People Holistic as the next Whole Foods, and on a global scale. Basically providing natural products, organic products, just like you drive around and you see Whole Foods in green. One day, Lord will, if it's God's will, however God want to grow his business, Peculiar People Holistic, where peculiar people shop holistically.
What's the most powerful testimonial you've received from a client since you've been doing this, would you say?
One of the most powerful testimonies I received, I remember there was a client that took our number one seller at the time, which was our Happy Colon Cleanser, the detox, the one-day detox. Basically, it's like a oil change for the body. He'll pressure wash you from the inside out. And she had something called PCOS, and she haven't gotten her menstrual in months, probably almost going on a year. And she said, she took the detox just to clean out her colon. And the next day she started getting spots of blood. She said she basically emailed and said, "Oh my goodness, I've been on medication. I've been to the doctor multiple times and I never ever saw spots of blood be like coming as if I'm about to get a period." So just that alone, it's like, wow, this product is life changing. And I remember one of another client said that, they're much older, so they go for colonoscopies and things like that. And this time there's a drink, I guess, that they take. I never took that drink. They say there's a drink that the doctor gives them. It's a drink that they have to take to flush out their colon before going in to get it
Yeah.
checked. So instead of taking that, they took the detox product that was the top seller for Peculiar People Holistic. So they went to their doctor and their doctor said to them, "This is the cleanest I've seen your colon in
Wow.
years." So
Wow.
just hearing those testimonials, I'm like, wow, we are literally changing
Hey,
lives.
Moline, can you walk us through your most popular products and their intended benefits?
Yes, the most popular product that we have is the Happy Colon Cleanser. Like like I said, it's a pressure wash for the body. So people that have been constipated, that probably have been on medication that cause constipation, or they just been eating good. You know how we do the posts. The camera got to eat before we eat. We posted that we eat it,
Yeah.
but then all of that stuff, eating that, filet mignon, fine dining,
Yeah.
causes
Mhm.
constipation
Yeah,
because
for
we
sure.
eating good, right? So
Hmm.
sometimes, and some people haven't been very regular because of that. And our top seller, the Happy Colon Cleanser, I don't care how good you think you've been eating and how often you haven't been going, the colon cleanser will basically regulate you. And also, it provides the benefits that you need for better gut health. So now, after you cleanse with us, that's the best time to start taking better care of your body. That's the
Yeah.
best time to eat whole foods. That's the best time to start taking your supplements, because now the nutritional value of the things that you're eating, your gut is clean, the absorption of nutrients is much better. So that is the time to start taking your CMOS. That's the time to start eating your vegetables and your fruits, and take reputable supplements as well. So that Happy Colon Cleanser, it'll do it.
This has been a tremendous, phenomenal, absolutely excellent interview. Like I gained insight about your business even more. And I also received words of, I would say, confirmation from your story that we can give God glory and trust that we already have the victory. Purpose makes your life worth it. Thank you so much, Queen Moline. Please let the people know where they can get their Peculiar People Holistic products, please, because they need
Yeah.
it. I need it. I'm
Yes,
going to make my order ASAP again.
yes, you can go online at www.peculiarpeopleholistic.com. The name, peculiarpeopleholistic.com.
Holistic.com. All right,
Take
that's
you
it for
straight to
you
the website.
guys. All right, that is it right there. And I'm going to make sure I put that link at the bottom of this as well too, so that you make sure that you guys get that. Please like and support and share this video to as many people as possible. She's on a mission to help people create a healthier lifestyle for themselves and their family. I thank you so much again, Queen Moline. Even though that's not her name. Tonight I just put that queen on it. I like rhymes. Rhymes come up top of my mind all the time. But if
Yeah,
you want to go ahead, if everyone want to call her Queen Moline, I'm sure she doesn't have a problem with that. She's the
it
queen
rhymes. It
of
rhymes
her
well. I'm
own.
like,
She's the queen of her own domain. She's not the queen over you. I'm the king of my own domain. We're not the king over you. You know what I mean? We all should accept that crown and start to walk in that light, right?
yes, yes, that's a blessing. You're lyrical, so it just come naturally. And I was like, okay, that rings a bell. Queen Moline.
For sure. Okay, make sure you get
Yes,
that copywritten or a trademark, whichever that way, however that goes. I only want
yes,
5.2%. Don't tell nobody. Hey,
yes,
listen, man, this is such a natural thing. It was a natural flow tonight. Guys, make sure that you tap in with Peculiar People Holistic. I know we had some fun here at the end, but it is a serious topic. And we definitely want to continue to help people change their lives, health wise and financially wise. So I think it's all intertwined. It's been another episode of Good Money Mondays, where we give you practical financial information for practical people. Make sure you tap in next week. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. Again, Queen Moline, merci beaucoup. Good Money Monday. Good Money Monday. Good Money Monday. Peace.
That was good.